Hi, I'm Kathryn Delaney, and I am here today to ask you to take part in the tea revolution. What is this tea revolution, you ask? Well, it comes down to what you drink in your daily cup. Now, if you know anything about me, you knew that I have basically spent half my lifetime serving cups of coffee in the early morning hours to people who woke before the crack of dawn to go to work. And as part of that, I, like you and so many other people, have gotten accustomed to starting my day with a cup of coffee. And as I've gone into the path of herbalism, I've realized that some of the biggest shifts that we can make in our lives come down to little things that we can change in our daily routines. So today I just want to talk to you a little bit about what differences there are between coffee and herbal teas so that you might be inspired to take part of this little journey that I'm inviting you into, which is the tea revolution. So if you are like me, you lean on coffee for one main thing, which is caffeine. Blessed, loving caffeine. And that's what got me out of the bed in the morning at 4 o'clock in the morning when I had to get to the coffee shop to serve people. Now, what it also did is that it also almost always replaced breakfast for me. And it became the very first thing that I had in my body, which is actually pretty depleting because it's an acidic substance, and it just like got me through an amount of time which allowed my blood sugar to drop really far down into the depths of despair, and I wasn't eating and I was depending mostly on coffee. Now let's take, for instance, a look at an herbal tea. Now this is an herbal infusion, and if you join me next week or the next episode, I'll teach you how to make an infusion. But inside here are a number of different herbs and different plant matter. There's dandelion root, there's trifolium flower, there's calendula flower, there's alfalfa leaf, there's licorice root, there's marshmallow root, and there is also some rose hips. And what I get in this when it is extracted is a variety of minerals, vitamins, nutrients that are all water soluble, and that are in a way that is readily available for my body to absorb and take into my system. And so this is really nutrient based, and you can build your herbal formula on what you personally need. You know, if you need more nutrients and vitamins and minerals, which many of us do, you can use more nutrient rich and mineral dense herbs. If you're needing something to add more moisture into your life, you can use marshmallow root and rose hips and, you know, some more demulcent herbs. If you need to, you know, have a little assistance with making sure that your skin is nice and clear, you can add in like liver cleansing herbs, you know, like trifolium, and oh yeah, Oregon grapefruit is in here too, and Oregon grapefruit, and other liver cleansing herbs. If you need something to help tonify the nervous system, you can add in nervines. So you can add in any magical herbal ally you need in your system to help bring balance into your life, which is something that a cup of coffee is not going to do for you. So if you want to learn a little bit more about different herbs and what they'll do if you add them into your cup of tea, once a week I'm going to be doing a little video called The Tea Revolution and teach people a little bit about singular herbs. This coming up week I am going to be teaching people how to make an herbal infusion and an herbal decoction so that they can properly make the teas that we'll be making in the class. And then if you, or you know, not really a class, it's just like a little chat about herbs and tea, and how it can change your life and revolutionize the world. Because, you know, we don't take enough care of our systems, and as much as we may choose the right foods, a lot of our foods aren't as rich of foods, of like nutrient sources, as they have been in the past, because our soils are so depleted from excessive agriculture, commercial agriculture on land. So if you would like to join me, check in with me either on my YouTube channel. I'm also going to be posting them up on my Tea Revolution Facebook page. And then eventually I'm hoping to just like send people out packets of different herbs if they're interested and they don't want to go out and search them down themselves. But one question that I do have for you, if you would like to take part of this journey with me as we, push off, the landmass, so to speak, and go on this journey, is how would you like to learn about herbs? Would you prefer to learn about them by classification of energetics? Like, would you, for instance, like to learn about herbs that are demulcents and herbs that are not nervines, and learn about them more in those categories and, nutritives? Or would you prefer to learn about them in a way of like learning about them root to flower to seed, and so learning about different herbs and how to incorporate them into your teas, and first looking at different roots and that we drink as teas, and then looking at different barks that we use for teas, and different flowers, and then different berries and fruits and things like that. So if you do have a preference, please leave a comment below, because I'm considering how we're going to start off. And if you would like to get an update of sorts to know what I'm going to be putting in the teas that we're going to be drinking every week, or the herbs that we'll be focusing on, you can write to me at rootsofalchemy@gmail.com, and I'll send you those so that you can have a spot of tea with me as we learn about each tea that we go through from week to week. So I look forward to hearing from you and seeing who wants to take part in the revolution. I will see you again next week. Take care. Bye.